recreation coordinator for the City of Corpus Christi Aquatics. I oversee the natatorium for the city's uses. I schedule all the staff, I monitor the staff. I also do all of our training for our staff as far as lifeguard training and swim instructor training. Let's see. I also do a lot of our online marketing to a point. I deal with all of our social media, all of our internet-based programs, and do a lot of the scheduling for our events that we have here as well. Well, the facility itself is owned by CCISD, the school district. They opened the facility, I believe, early 90s, maybe 92 is what kind of I've heard from that. The facility itself has one gym and I guess 2 operational pools. There's also a training room involved with the training staff that works at this facility for not only the pool, the gym, but also the baseball fields and the football, soccer fields around this entire complex. The pool itself, the 2 pools that we do have here are an instructional pool, which runs from 2 feet to 4 feet, and then also a competition pool that can be split in half with a movable bulkhead, which runs, generally the pool will run at 25 yards, and then it also has another 25-yard section with the diving boards as well. We have 3 1-meter diving boards and 2 3-meter diving boards. So that's a little bit on the facility itself.
I have a question like immediately. So y'all own, I guess, the pools and everything, but do y'all partake with the field and the soccer and that kind of stuff, or do y'all
For
like maintenance and things, or is that just?
The maintenance is all done by the school district itself.
Okay.
For the entire facility.
Okay.
The way that the city is involved with this is basically kind of a split deal, like a 70-30 deal.
Mm-hmm.
They provide all the maintenance, all of the pool equipment itself. The city itself will provide occasionally some of the equipment. They'll provide all the water for the facility, and then of course they'll have different programs for each event. During the winter time, the school district uses the pool basically the entire day from 7 a.m. all the way up until 5 p.m. The city will use the pool from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. and then also 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. during the week. During the summer hours, the city uses the entire facility whenever they want. Basically, the school district's kind of put on the back burner since they're not open during the summer season.
Okay, makes sense.
Do you know the total square footage of the whole building?
The entire facility, I do not.
Okay. What else? We got that.
Yeah.
Yeah, most likely. What you got?
I don't know.
Kind of answered like literally all
Yeah.
of these
I
questions
How
in
much-
that
I
one
didn't
little.
I didn't even write them in the right place.
Yeah, I just.
How much of a percentage would you say of this building is used for storage?
Used for storage.
Well, is there a good amount of storage or no?
I would say there's probably 10% of the building has storage in it. I know the pool area, there's at least 1, 2, 3, 4 closets that are used for storage, and then 1 extra room is going to be used for the pool pumps. But I mean, that's something we'll go through when we go through the actual tour of the facility itself. There is also outside storage, which is where most of the equipment's kept. Or not, I won't say most of the equipment, but most of all the cleaning supplies, stuff like that. The gym also has a storage area. So there's enough storage for the facility itself. So.
Is there how many employees are usually on staff? Whenever you're working, at least.
That's a little bit different. The gym, they usually have at least 1 attendant whenever the gym's open. Of course, whatever event they have, if they have some big, I know they just had something recently, one of their big basketball tournaments, and they can have up to 3. usually kind of like one of their supervisors, and then 2 other people here. For the aquatics programs, we usually have a minimum of 2 lifeguards on duty. On busier times, we'll have up to about 6. As far as management goes, we'll usually have a manager on duty almost at all times. However, if there's not a manager available, we do have people that are set in charge that will be operating more or less.
I have a question.
Mhm.
For the school during the middle of the day and then afterwards, it's open to the public. Do y'all have like memberships, or is it literally just open, come in and get to use the facility?
Since it is a city facility, all city facilities are available to the public. You can come in whenever the hours of operation are going on. You can pay the fees, go in. We do have different types of memberships. It's not like a month-to-month basis, but we do have a 4-month membership basically, which will run in 3 different seasons. We have January to the end of April, May to the end of August, and September to the end of December. They're not prorated by any means, so you have to sign up at the beginning of it to actually get the full effect of it. We do also offer an annual pass for them, which goes a year from the day that they buy the pass.
Is there any rules or anything legal you'll have to keep in mind at all times?
In a aquatic situation, I mean, there's always legal aspects that are going to be there, with someone getting a cut, a fall, hit their head, bigger emergencies such as heart attack, stroke, anything like that. So we're definitely liable to that. So anytime we do have an incident occur, we have to fill out the necessary paperwork, which would involve our incident reports, which basically just details what's happened, who was involved, what care was provided, and that's just to kind of cover us. Of course, we do also have to make sure that we're keeping logs of all of our chemicals. If for some reason we have a health inspector come in, they check our chemicals and they seem a little bit off balance, and they come to us and say, well, what's y'all's chemicals been? If we don't have anything on file, then they can be like, well, we're gonna have to shut y'all down. But if we say, no, here's our log, this is what they've been running, then that gives us a little bit of backup on that. So.
Do y'all have a set, do you know the temperature that y'all keep the pools or the building?
For the building, no.
Okay.
The pools themselves, we keep our smaller instructional pool at 88. The competition pool, we keep it at 81. So the set standard for competition swimming is supposed to be between 78 and 82 degrees.